Welcome back to the Roger Report, where we dive headfirst into the stories that are absolutely dominating the conversation. The news cycle is moving at warp speed, and if you're not plugged in, you're missing out. Today, we've got a packed show with updates that you need to know, covering everything from the hardwood to the headlines. Get ready, because we're about to break down the latest, the most talked about, and the game-changing developments that are shaping our world right now. You don't want to miss a second of this. Let's get to it. First up, a major player's status is on everyone's mind. We're talking about a key athlete sidelined by injury, and the anticipation for their return is reaching a fever pitch. Will they be back on the court for a critical upcoming game, or will fans have to wait even longer? We've got the latest on their recovery and what it means for their team's playoff push. Next, we're diving into the impact of a rising star on the entire league. A respected veteran is weighing in, comparing this player's influence to some of the biggest names in sports history. What does this endorsement mean for the future of the game, and how is this athlete changing the landscape as we know it? We'll unpack the insights that could redefine athletic impact. Then, we're staying on the court with an update that has fans buzzing. We'll hear directly from a teammate who's seen the dedication and resilience firsthand. What's the real story behind the recovery, and what are the hopes for this athlete's presence in the postseason? Get the inside scoop that everyone's talking about. Finally, we're looking at the ripple effect of this athlete's journey. A teammate is sharing their perspective on the mental fortitude and positive energy this player brings, even off the court. What does this say about their character, and what are the expectations for their potential playoff appearance? We've got all the details you need to stay informed. Don't go anywhere. We've got all this and more coming up right now on the Roger Report. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and let's get this started. A critical game hangs in the balance. The Indiana Fever, currently holding a precarious 21-18 record, are gearing up for a pivotal matchup against the Golden State Valkyries, who sit just behind them at 21. This game carries immense weight, especially with the Fever clinging to the 6th spot in the WNBA standings, a position threatened by the Valkyries' proximity. The tight race means every game, and indeed every player's availability, could significantly sway playoff seeding. The team's recent 76-75 victory over the Lowe's Angels Sparks helped maintain their narrow lead. But the looming presence of the Valkyries, who are only half a game back, underscores the importance of this upcoming contest. The most pressing question surrounding the Fever is the status of their star rookie, Caitlin Clark. With only a single day separating their Friday win from Sunday night's crucial game in San Francisco, the team released its game status report. Adding to the existing concerns, Clark was officially listed as out for the game against the Valkyries. This marks her 18th consecutive game missed due to a persistent right groin injury. The team's strategy appears to be a gradual increase in her workload, with the hope of seeing her return in the season's final games. This cautious approach comes after head coach Stephanie White's comments earlier in the week, which provided little concrete information on Clark's recovery timeline. Given the quick turnaround between games, Clark's continued absence was almost anticipated. If Clark's status remains unchanged, this game will mark her 27th regular season absence due to injury and 28th overall, including the WNBA Commissioner's Cup final. Beyond Clark, the Fever might also be without forward Chloe Bibby, who is listed as questionable with left knee discomfort. Bibby has already missed 3 games with the same issue. Should she be unable to play, the Fever would be forced to compete with only 10 healthy players, a situation made more challenging by the fact that they only utilized 9 players in their previous game against the Sparks. This potential shortage of players adds another layer of complexity to an already critical game. The stakes are exceptionally high for this matchup. With only 4 games remaining for the Fever after Sunday's contest, and 5 for the Valkyries, the outcome could drastically alter the playoff picture. The slim margin between the 6th and 8th seeds means this game could be a direct decider for playoff positioning. The game is scheduled to tip off at 7:30 p.m. CT and will be broadcast on NBA TV, making it a must-watch event for fans tracking the WNBA playoff race. Hold on tight, because the implications of these player statuses are massive. We'll break down how this impacts the playoff race and what it means for the league going forward. A generational talent's league-altering impact. Basketball Hall of Famer and legendary player Nancy Lieberman has recently offered a profound perspective on Caitlin Clark's burgeoning influence within the WNBA. Lieberman, a pioneer in women's basketball herself, has lauded the young star for her remarkable accomplishments during her inaugural WNBA season, underscoring the sheer magnitude of Clark's impact on the game. Drawing from her extensive experience and deep understanding of the sport, Lieberman highlighted Clark's unparalleled ability to capture attention, elevate the league's profile, and, crucially, inspire an entirely new demographic of basketball enthusiasts. Caitlin Clark, renowned for her signature deep three-pointers, fearless drives to the basket, and exceptional playmaking skills, has rapidly ascended to become one of the most celebrated and closely watched athletes in women's basketball. Lieberman didn't shy away from drawing parallels between Clark's current influence and that of global sports titans, suggesting her impact transcends the sport itself. "What Caitlin Clark has done for the game is generational," Lieberman stated, emphasizing that Clark's unique capacity to draw both casual observers and dedicated fans into the sport rivals the effect of icons like Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods. She further elaborated, calling Clark certainly one of a kind, a generational player at all levels. Lieberman's assessment directly addresses Clark's unique talent, which has fundamentally reshaped expectations for emerging stars in the WNBA. "What Caitlin did in college, she got you watching. She got the average person watching," Lieberman remarked, pinpointing Clark's pivotal role in broadening the audience for women's sports. This sentiment is echoed by the tangible statistics. Clark's presence has demonstrably led to increased television ratings, larger attendance figures at games, and a significant surge in media coverage for the WNBA. These metrics, unprecedented in their current scale, are largely attributed to Clark's star power. Beyond her on-court statistics, analysts point to Clark's distinctive playing style, a captivating blend of precise shooting and audacious court vision, as a key factor in attracting and retaining fan interest, thereby drawing attention to the league's increasingly talented roster of players. Furthermore, Clark's marketability is proving to be a transformative force in the business of women's basketball. Sponsors, broadcasters, and teams are increasingly recognizing the substantial commercial potential of female athletes who can deliver both exceptional performance and compelling spectacle, positioning Clark as a potent symbol of the WNBA's growth trajectory. Despite her undeniable success, Clark has also encountered her share of scrutiny, ranging from direct comparisons with other players to debates surrounding her public persona and media interactions. Lieberman advocates for a balanced viewpoint, urging fans and commentators alike to acknowledge Clark's achievements without diminishing the contributions of others. Supporting emerging talents and celebrating their work is vital for the growth of the league, Lieberman advised, highlighting the importance of unity within the basketball community. Clark's journey also signifies a broader generational shift in women's sports, where today's athletes must navigate the complexities of social media, sponsorship demands, and intense public scrutiny while performing at the highest level, thereby setting a precedent for future generations. But is this impact sustainable, and what are the long-term implications? We'll hear from a teammate about Clark's resilience and what it means for the playoff push. Teammate praises Clark's resilience amidst injury. Lexi Hull, a teammate of Caitlin Clark on the Indiana Fever, has shared encouraging insights into the star player's current condition and her determined mindset as the team navigates the latter stages of the WNBA season. Clark, who has been sidelined for a significant portion of the season due to a combination of injuries, including a right groin issue and a bone bruise on her left ankle, is reportedly focused on a potential return for the WNBA playoffs. Despite the setbacks, Hull expressed deep admiration for Clark's resilience and mental fortitude throughout her recovery process. "I've been impressed with Caitlin Clark's maturity through it," Hull told Sportskita, highlighting Clark's impressive handling of her injury. "It's not easy to go day-to-day and continue to think, maybe this is my day, maybe it's not. But she continues to come in and be the person that she is. She's funny and a jokester. She brings energy and a light to situations that could be really dark. So I think, more than anything, I'm just proud of her and her resiliency throughout this year. Hopefully, we'll see her back out there. Hull's comments provide a glimpse into Clark's positive presence within the team, even while she's unable to play. They suggest that Clark remains an engaged and uplifting presence, contributing to team morale despite her personal challenges. This perspective counters any potential narrative of frustration or disengagement, painting a picture of a dedicated athlete focused on her recovery and her team's success. The Fever organization has maintained a private approach to Clark's return timeline, with coaching staff indicating she is out indefinitely. This uncertainty adds a layer of anticipation and urgency, particularly as the team fights to secure a playoff berth. The Fever's recent 21-18 victory over the Los Angeles Sparks has bolstered their postseason prospects, potentially influencing the decision-making process regarding Clark's return. A strong playoff position could provide a more favorable environment for her comeback, allowing her to contribute in crucial games without the immediate pressure of carrying the team alone. Aaliyah Boston's recent performance, with back-to-back 20-point games and Odyssey Sim's significant scoring contribution, demonstrate the team's ability to perform even in Clark's absence. However, the addition of Clark's scoring and playmaking abilities could provide a significant boost as the team aims for the WNBA playoffs. The upcoming game against the Golden State Valkyries, a team fighting for playoff positioning themselves, is critical. The Valkyries, despite being the WNBA's newest franchise, have shown resilience, winning 2 consecutive games. Their current standing places them 5th in the Western Conference, trailing teams like the Minnesota Lynx and Las Vegas Aces. Conversely, the Fever are contending for seeding in the Eastern Conference, positioned behind only the Atlanta Dream and New York Liberty. A victory in this matchup would allow the Fever to apply pressure on the New York Liberty for the 2nd seed, a crucial advantage with only 5 games remaining in the regular season after Sunday's contest. The potential return of Caitlin Clark, even for a limited number of games, could be a game-changer for the Fever's playoff aspirations. But what does this mean for Clark's personal journey and her outlook on her rookie season? We'll hear directly from Clark about her experience adapting to the professional athlete's regimen. Clark's rookie season, a test of resilience and adaptation. Lexi Hull, a teammate of Caitlin Clark on the Indiana Fever, has offered a candid perspective on the star rookie's journey through injuries during her debut WNBA season, expressing admiration for Clark's remarkable resilience and mental toughness. Clark, who has been sidelined for a significant portion of the season due to a right groin injury and a bone bruise on her left ankle, has maintained a focus on returning to the court, with hopes of participating in the WNBA playoffs. Hull's observations provide a positive outlook on Clark's character and her approach to overcoming adversity. "I've been impressed with Caitlin Clark's maturity through it," Hull shared with Sportskeeda, emphasizing the difficulty of the day-to-day uncertainty surrounding her recovery. "It's not easy to go day-to-day and continue to think, maybe this is my day, maybe it's not. But she continues to come in and be the person that she is. She's funny and a jokester. She brings energy and a light to situations that could be really dark. So I think, more than anything, I'm just proud of her and her resiliency throughout this year. Hopefully, we'll see her back out there." Hull's remarks shed light on Clark's positive impact on team dynamics, even during her recovery period. Her ability to maintain a jovial and energetic demeanor suggests a strong character and a commitment to supporting her teammates, despite her personal struggles with injury. This narrative highlights Clark's adaptation to the professional athlete's life, which includes managing physical setbacks, an experience she noted as new for her, having not missed a game due to injury since high school. Clark herself has spoken about this learning curve, acknowledging the necessity of prioritizing both physical and mental well-being in professional sports, describing it as a journey learning about that. While Clark's on-court performance has been limited, the statistics she has posted are still noteworthy. Despite a shooting slump in recent games, where she has struggled with three-point accuracy, Clark is averaging 16.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 8.8 assists per game, ranking her 2nd in the league in assists. The Fever have a winning record of 8-5 when Clark is in the lineup, compared to a 13-13 record without her, underscoring her importance to the team's success. The team is currently in 6th place, with a narrow lead over teams like the Seattle Storm and Golden State Valkyries. The Fever are facing additional challenges with other key players, including Sydney Carlson, Ari McDonald, and Sophie Cunningham, all sidelined for the remainder of the season due to significant injuries. This context further emphasizes the importance of Clark's potential return. The team's upcoming game against the Golden State Valkyries is a critical matchup for playoff seeding. The Valkyries, a new WNBA franchise, are in 5th place in the Western Conference, while the Fever are vying for a higher seed in the Eastern Conference. With only 5 games left after Sunday's contest, securing a win against the Valkyries could be instrumental in the Fever's playoff aspirations, and the potential return of their star player, even in a limited capacity, could provide the much-needed boost. This journey of resilience and adaptation is a key part of Clark's story. Now, let's hear from another voice offering a unique perspective on Clark's impact on the league. Recap: Clark's status, league impact, teammate support, and personal growth. That's all the time we have for today on the Roger Report. We covered a lot of ground, bringing you the essential updates you need to stay ahead of the curve. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you never miss an episode, and drop a comment below with your thoughts on today's stories. Follow us on all social media platforms to keep the conversation going. We'll see you next time.